Um, how were you able to pay for education for your associate degree?
So I remember I was back in high school. I had this one PE teacher. She would always be like, Dom, did you register for college? Dom, are you gonna do this? Dom, did you do FAFSA? And like, at the time in my head, like I was always like, I'm gonna do it later. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do it. But it just came to a point where like, she wasn't bugging me, but she kept asking and I was just like, okay, like I'm undocumented. I can't get FAFSA
Hmm.
and I can't get a loan to go to college. So it's like, not possible for me. And then she told me about like, the homeless waiver and stuff like that, that, you would qualify for that. Cause like technically I didn't live with my mom because she was my legal guardian. I was staying with my sister and her husband,
Mm-hmm.
and I was still young, like under the age of 18. So I was able to
Mm-hmm.
get it like after talking to like, my school counselor, they put in a word for me. And then I talked to the lady and they just signed me up for a waiver. I went to Miami-Dade College. I showed it to them. And then they were able to put it in for like, just one semester.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to like talk to them to see what they can do for the other semester. So they like turned a blind eye for like that one time.
Okay. So that's how you were able to get your associate degrees.
I was able to get the 1 year off the associate
1 year
degree.
of the
The
years.
second time I had to look for like, I had like a institutional grant
Mm-hmm.
that covered my summer classes. So I took as much summer classes as I can.
Wow.
And then in that time I had to apply for the it's like this thing for Miami-Dade called the American Dream. Because I didn't get it out of high school, but then like, I had people that really like spoke on my behalf and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
which I had to retake. I think at that time it was called the perk test,
Mm-hmm.
the perk for math. So I had to like retake that to get a good score for them to consider me